Aquarius, how are you, my loves? This has been a very interesting morning, channeling your energy. I'll tell you straight up, at first, I felt weirdly overcome with anger and frustration. And then just like that, almost. I don't know if it's I know there's an astrological Jupiter, Neptune transit trine happening now that's asking us all to sit back and relax and to let the creativity take us in. But all of a sudden, my racing thoughts quieted down and then just like exploded with creative energy as I was channeling y'all. And the phrase quiet, eccentricity. Oh, that sounds wrong. It sounds weird. It doesn't matter. We're going to keep going. That came out for y'all. If you can sit quietly with yourself, let your minds do what they do, as weird and as random as the thoughts are that come out today, this month, I have a really good feeling that is going to, like, in a split second, truly shift into genius. Got a new moon in Aries on Friday. I feel like this is really compatible energy for y'all. It's swift. I told Libra, y'all, they're just gonna glide this month. I feel like y'all can be carried on by this quick, masculine, ambitious energy. So we're doing the whole month of April. I'm doing an overview with April 2022, and then I'm gonna do a mid-month check-in. We're switching it up. That's when extendeds will be out, but in the meantime, you can always get a personal reading with me in the description box below. You know the drill. Okay, Aquarius. I have a feeling like the energies that come out are gonna be like seemingly scattered, but it's gonna be a very, very abrupt aha. Yeah, you dazzle people with your eccentric nature. Like, you're eccentric by nature in the most beautiful way. You can be good at concealing it, but you have specific tastes. You like specific things. You know who you are in that sense of how you want your presence to be shown in the world. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what April 2022 has in store for y'all. All right. King of Cups coming out like, whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Beautiful, beautiful, holy shit energies. Okay, energy at the bottom of the deck. You've got the Three of Wands in reverse. Stay put for a minute. Aquarius, you're kind of like Libra in a sense. You don't like to say sitting still. If it doesn't suit you, if something isn't working, you want to move on to fix it real quick. Shift, shift, shift. The shifts make you feel better when really it's asking you to sit with yourself. Oh my gosh, where do I even start? Big, beautiful, emotional, self-empowering energies coming through this month. I'm going to start with the blocker here, the challenge, because it seems very obvious. Actually, no, I'm not. I changed my mind. See what I did there? I just Aquarius'd, y'all. You can flip-flop. Just don't overly ask people for their opinions if you decide to. Be confident in your own ideas and your own decisions. That's a challenge for all air signs, but especially for you and for Libra. This is what wants to come through. You've got the Ten of Cups. Some of you might already have, if you're in a relationship, if you're single and been decidingly seeing someone and you're not really sure where it's going, that should be in your high. If it is not Ten of Cups, the most perfect, beautiful, how you've envisioned in your childhood of what the relationship looks like. And this is not necessarily what is on the outside, okay? How it makes you feel is what you want to pay attention to. You might not have a traditional setup, traditional family, traditional relationship. Tradition's overrated. It's not overrated, it's beautiful, but not everybody has to comply with tradition. Pay attention to how it makes you feel on the inside. Do you feel empowered? Do you feel extraordinarily loved? Do you feel like your truest, highest, best self is the partner that you're with and choosing, helping you to get there, helping you to grow? Spirit is asking you to evaluate that, because it's like all or nothing. It can be that simple. And this is going to be a challenge for you, because your tendency is going to be to pick apart all the things. What does your gut say? Practice. Form a relationship with your gut instincts. What does your gut say? Because here is the challenge. Just as big and beautiful as this energy is as challenging as the devil energy that is going to be really, really coming up against you this month. Some of it's going to be obvious. These are old patterns. These are old attachments. This is a codependent relationship that's gone stale. This is a outlook on life. These are old, negative, toxic beliefs. This is you being chained to things that you know are not good for you. And if you don't know, again, pay attention to how these things make you feel. Pay attention to the people in your life. How do they make you feel? When you're around them, do you feel anxious? Do you feel stressed? Do you feel uplifted and light? Seriously, you can't play this month. You've got these other two beautiful energies, and here's the good news. You're not alone. You're not going to be sitting here battling all alone. Your overall energy, the energies that's surrounding you, is the King of Cups. This could be a masculine figure in your life. This could be your own masculine energy if you're feminine, or if you're masculine watching this. This is you, regardless of how you identify, getting in touch with that inner self, that emotionally intelligent, the not reactive, not angry, not emotions driven from the ego, coming up and championing your highest self. You are really getting in touch with this month. This is big energy. I keep saying big energy in all of the readings. I don't think I'm big enough to get censored yet. That'll be a fun day when that actually happens. So I'm just going to say it the way I want. But these are big old energies coming in and helping you with this. And look, the outcome. Leo energy, speaking of big D energy, strength. This is inner strength. This is, man, I just looked at this more closely. If you look at her, she's half woman, half lion. This is you channeling in, bringing forward, integrating a part of yourself that is your hero, your warrior, your champion, balancing out the sides of yourself that may be a little meeker and might be a little less confident, less brazen. And if you are the type of person that'll cut you, this is you tempering it down. Remember, the strength card is taming the lion, not by force, by influence, by example. Yo, these are quite nice. Man, Aquarius. Okay, let's jump into it. Tell me more about the King of Cups surrounding Aquarius in April. Yeah, holy hell. I can't make this up. Like, these are humongous energies. So look at the High Priestess. High Priestess comes out with the King of Cups. This is both masculine and feminine energies. The High Priestess is extremely wise, extremely intuitive. She's quieter. She doesn't need to boast. She doesn't need to flaunt herself. She just inherently ends up being like the wise woman of the village that people come to solicit her for advice. She doesn't have to have an SEO plan, advertiser shit on TikTok. People just know of her. This is what you're channeling, and Temperance as well. That internal Sagittarian energy, that internal balance. You know I love speaking about balance. But this is balancing out that feminine and masculine, that dark and light. Being peaceful, just being, not having to do. Quieting your mind. Self-love, Ace of Cups in reverse. You're real, like these people with their eyes closed, like you might really, really benefit from meditation this month. If that's not your thing, start to try and make it your thing. Or at least sitting quietly without devices, without distractions. Put your feet in the grass. Breathe in air, take a walk. We're so distracted as humans, myself included, Avi, but you will be amazed at some of these messages you start receiving. And it's high time, if you haven't been practicing forming this relationship with yourself. It's time, y'all. Okay, more importantly, let's hear about this devil energy. What is the challenge, blocker? What specifically? Oh, interesting. Okay. If this isn't Aquarius energy, I don't know what is. Okay. Interesting. So it almost doesn't feel like at first that this is a specific person, place, or thing. It's almost your apathetic, like the Page of Swords down here is a student. She's learning, she's building, she's expanding her mind. She's absorb. While this chick over here, the Four of Cups, she's just kind of bored. It's like you're expecting to transmute your knowledge into something else and you can't make it work. This is more abstract, of course, with y'all, it's more abstract. This is more abstract than I had anticipated. So this is not, this could be you feeling restless, feeling like you don't know what to do, so you just sit stuck. There's a difference in not knowing what to do and accepting that. Being like, all right, I'm gonna surrender because I've tried a bunch of things. None of these are working. None of this sounds right. Fine. Come on in, universe. Like, I'm ready for your help. I surrender. That's one way of doing it. The other way is resisting the apathy and fighting against it. No, I got to do something. I got to take my action, or even constantly thinking about it, whatever it is. That is also not being, just sitting still. There's something to, a couple of signs got this, Judgment in reverse. It's a cycle of yours, and I feel like it's been going on for a really long time, lifetimes even, and it's not this Devil card. Pay attention to the challenges you face this month, and I mean really, really pay attention to them. How do you react in the face of turmoil? How do you react in the face of conflict, of anxiety? How do you react when you feel attached to something but you're not getting the outcome that you want? What do you do? Because I guarantee you those patterns have been trickling and like sprinkled in other areas of your life and are preventing things from proliferating, from manifesting the way you want. There's a cycle here that you are very attached to, and I don't know that you're fully aware of it. But like I said, the universe wants you to be aware of it. So it's going to send in your highest self, your intuitive, extremely wise, been here on earth, played this game a million times type of energy to come in. It might feel uncomfortable, but I'm not getting the sense that you're super uncomfortable. I almost feel like you're empowered. You just need to embrace staying where you are. Just being. Stop trying to plan the next thing. Just accept things as they are right now, at least for this month. It's just a month. Tell me about the 10 of Cups for the advice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Transformation is near. That, I mean, once I start doing extended readings, we'll look exactly what that means. There's like a big transformation. You got to let go. You've got to let go of past hurts. You've got to let go of past pain. And I don't mean let go like 10 of Swords in reverse. I almost hate when people are like, just get over it, just move on, just let it go. Okay. It's more like accepting it. How did you grow from that? Seriously, like, I look at certain events from my childhood and I, on the surface, had a very perfect childhood. And I love my parents, love my sister. But I started unfolding and looking closely at some things and uncovered some gnarly shit. Just in terms of emotional immaturity in my parents. Not to their own, like that generation was just on a different wavelength, but how I overcompensated for that, how I carried that into my relationships, how I've then judged myself, made myself feel like I'm not good enough, how I am like had to be my own hype man. But look, that's also the good that came out of it. It's like, okay, I know how to support myself, be my own best cheerleader. I now greet and embrace people with love when I meet them, because that was something that was something that I did not receive that I now want to give in abundance. So I'm challenging you. I know that's like kind of abstract and I like didn't give specific examples, but I'm challenging you to ask yourself, how did those shitty things help you? Focus on that and that empowering feeling. And at the end of the month, I promise you're going to feel like good. All right. Tell me a little bit more about the Strength card. Yeah. Childhood. Yeah. Look at your childhood wounds. Look at what makes you defensive. Look at what makes you like not in this Queen of Cups energy. Because remember, the King of Cups is helping you out. What is making you emotionally blocked? And same thing, it's almost a twofold. I'm picturing the Aquarius people in my life. Some of them are very kind of stoic. And then some just like leak emotion from their heart. It's not bad or good. But evaluate how each of those pieces might be a strength, but also a challenge for you. Obviously, if you're stoic and your heart's somewhat blocked, you don't show emotions regularly, people might be guarded around you. They might not trust you. They might feel a certain level of disharmony. On the other hand, if you leak emotions everywhere, if you can't regulate, that's only going to prevent you from feeling like you're empowered enough to stand up for yourself, to, in the material world, to like be strong and brazen and put your emotions down here for a minute and speak directly, clearly. There's like emotions we have to get away from. I'm quoting my girl Teal Swan, but we got to get away from labeling them as bad or good. They're just an indicator of a feeling. They're just a symptom of a feeling. So I'm asking you, evaluate those feelings. Aquarius, this is beautiful. I love you. Stay free. I will see you in 2 weeks. Holla.